Lesh to CS on the tower. At least then he can try and trade farm against the Lesh, because if he tries to just sit in lane against him, it's going to be really difficult for Yang. You have to try and upset the creep equilibrium a little bit down here. Are they going to try lane Vici up against the Starks here?
They might even fight during this battle. They've got 4 heroes over top. 2-man impale, but the Shadow Wave does so much damage to take out September.
Yeah, but Nick's got the bounty rune, so it was worth. That's just how it goes, you know? The bounty rune, it's worth it.
Is it though?
No, it's definitely not worth it, but not the end of the world. At least they get 3 bounty runes. And you force the Dazzle to take Shadow Wave at level 1 instead of Poison Touch. So your Ember's lane should be a little bit easier. I say that it just takes like 200 damage. But... What about bounty runes or first blood?
With the bounty rune in first blood, because that was first blood that was split between 4 heroes there in terms of experience, but they've got the bounty rune, so like, is it really that detrimental to give up that first blood?
It's not ideal, especially when you split it between 4 heroes as well. Like they all got gold of that. Could be okay.
That's why I wish I knew the gold differential. But let's see bottom. Just the Leshrac, straight Leshrac versus Tide. A 1v1 lane.
The Tide needs to make the most of these first few levels, because when Lesh gets to like level 4 or level 5, it's basically going to be impossible for him to lane. It's going to be very difficult. They are just tri-laning on Vici. This is interesting. Tri-laning is tri-lane, which I think definitely favors Royal.
Fade, taking a lot of damage, but turns around. Magic Missile, Ether Shock. The right click's coming in. September might just be dead again.
That's the one hero you don't want to die up in this top lane at the moment.
They're going for the Magic Missile. They want more. GDC, he's dead too. Paparazzi double kill. Oh my, oh my.
They did not respect the kill potential of the meta. It felt like the meta usage. It felt like like when he pops this meta, you can't really put any kind of pressure on it this late. You have to be respectful of it. I like that Yang put 2 points in Cracker Showdown in this bot lane as well, just because like this Lesh doesn't really pressure him out of lane unless he uses spells, and his right clicks do no damage anyway. So this Tide basically doesn't take any damage from a Lesh right click anymore.
Darkseer Flyby just sitting really low. He's inside the jungle. They've given up on that top lane.
I'm not sure
they're
they're
going to give the farm
I just think
Seth, but
yeah, they're just being more efficient with how they take the golden XP around the map. If you can get levels on both your Nyx and your Darks at the same time, then there's no reason not to.
Coming around behind though. EDC is behind the Shadow Shaman, who gets hit by the Impale, but the damage again is pretty hefty. Spike Carapace will be used. Magic Missile comes in. Fade trying to survive for a little bit longer. They get Fade. They lose Sep. Paparazzi has to be careful as he's sitting low. He's only got the stick. And Shell hitting on heroes there.
This Ember is getting bullied really hard in the mid lane as well as we expected. So the lanes are going pretty well for Vici at the moment. This Tide's doing a lot better than I thought it would done the bot lane. And you see, like, it hits this level 4, level 5 part where he can't lane anymore, and he just starts cutting the creep wave. I think it's something we mentioned before. It's so easy for him. Like, he's going to farm really efficiently on this Tide now.
So, which one of these things is going to be the that becomes, I'd say, mobile first? Who's mid is moving first? Who's trying to force fights early enough?
You would expect
coming down to the Dazzle thing, you know, early on.
Yeah, I think you expect the Vici side to group up earlier just because they want to kind of play this 4 protect 1 where the Terrorblade farms in the jungle and whatnot, and they make moves with around the Dazzle and the Tide. When the Tide gets level 6 and they have Ravage up, they should be really strong on Vici.
Under this tower, they've got the Impale, the Ion Shell once again. DY trying to run, and Spike Carapace comes out as he hit by that Magic Missile. Flyby takes a little bit of damage, but what else do you have? You have Ether Shock in the moment, but you have to be pretty careful.
And this Shaman TB are really careful here though. With the double Ion Shell being available from Darkseer, they have this Impale. They can just dive tower again. They're gonna go for this.
And with creeps in on the tower, they surge September, and they go right by the Shadow Shaman looking for paparazzi. But
Yeah,
they
like,
bring
just
just
hunt
the
them down.
hero as well as the Nick in here, and then they find the Impel paparazzi just dead.
This time is playing so well. I'm really impressed with Yang. I like his timings of his rotations. And he's Dr. Stun at the bounty rune as well. Like, he's on 37 CS because of jungling as well at the same time, and then times his rotation to get both the bounty runes. Really well played.
And where paparazzi dies over top, he's kind of succeeding over over bottom. And then you could say the same. The Dazzle's doing quite well, but Darkseer was shackled. Ether Shot comes in. Fade gets the kill on a flyby. A good return kill there as they lost paparazzi top. And back over mid. Nyx Assassin, Spike Carapace stopping Ori, who is low on mana and needs to be careful.
Yeah, this Dazzle's gonna... Oh, he's actually going Midas on Dazzle. Okay. I don't mind this too much. If you're gonna be playing really aggressive on the map, I quite like the Midas just because it allows you to keep up your farm speed. Especially when you know you've got this really greedy Terrorblade on your team. They get some stacks off while they're shining as well. Oh. Stack didn't go off. Fortunate. Someone needs to come up and protect this TV up in the top lane right now, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try and glyph this creep wave on Royal, just to try and push in with the caster
Go
pole.
right in. They'll have the surge again, as well as the stun if they want to go after this top. But bottom, they lost those Shrek to Yang, and did that cost Ravage? No, didn't even cost Ravage.
The Venge just rotates in, and that's physical damage that we talked about, though, with the Wave of Terror and the Gush. There's just so much less armor.
I think they will might need to be careful, but they've got the Jakiro. They spot the Shadow Shaman, the Impale lands, and Shaman might just lose his life. Just get the Hex out, and well, unfortunately, getting spotted by DDC. He'll end up paying the price for it. Ember, though, taking a lot of damage over it. Or he's just 2 levels ahead. This Ember is getting bullied.
This lane's like impossible to win though for the Ember. When the max poison touch comes out, he basically can't do anything anymore. Like, look, he's going to take so much damage from this. And that's without resetting poison touch.
And bottom again, Yang just harassing these heroes that have shown up.
Are they going to ravage this?
Yeah, they'll go for the ravage and give the kill to paparazzi.
Yeah, I like when Tides just use a Ravage on just to secure a kill. You know, you're probably not going to be, you know, using it anytime soon in a big team fight, so there's no reason to hold on to it. Just secure yourself something. Dazzle's actually, he didn't go Midas. He went for Medallion instead, so looks like he probably wants to play more of an active role this game to make space for the TB instead.
You have the vision on flyby, but Fade needs to be careful. Flyby comes over. There's the Hex. Hoping for TPs. We'll finally get them. Though Shrek is here, so he, you know, if Ori comes in and poison touches him, he could just be dead.
The Tide Hunter's sitting on 1,700 gold. Yeah, I was going to say, what's he building? And he queues up a Helm on the Dom. I feel like you pick up this item when you feel like you're playing really well from in front, and you can kind of push your advantage even further. So if you can pick up something like a Centaur this game, it'd be really nice.
Playing perfect so far.
And Tarkus is actually building Arcanes before he goes Helm of the Dom, which I don't agree with either.
Surprised to see TB still top of the net worth. You know, he did struggle a little bit, but has really brought it back. Paparazzi, it seems like he always finds the farm that he needs.
Always. He's very good at that. We've seen that, you know, on Lunas, on Deuces, on TBs. And he did take the tower in the bot lane as well, remember? So, made that really good rotation. Has the 4 points in Conjure Image now as well. But he understood that he was going to have to come back to the jungle very quickly.
DDC hit with the magic missile and poison touch. How quick Ori just gets a kill there.
It's Nick at level 6 though, and he's got this break available for the Tide. Good
but
dodge,
misses
though.
the stun. The split earth comes in. Aang's still trying to run away.
There's an Ember trying to connect from the left as
tanky
well.
now, and DY's coming around with Ori. So now the Lashraki's in a lot of trouble and will just die. They could go after September too, but the two-man stun. DY runs Magic Missile up. It's up in a second. He has stick charges in a second as well, but won't even be necessary. Ori kills September.
This is exactly what we talked about. Like, you just play as 4, find kills on the map, and then you just run around while your Terrorblade's farming the jungle and pushing lanes out at the same time. It's exactly how Vici played last game, it feels like, as well, with around the Medusa. The rest of them just grouped up and tried to, you know, possibly take fights, just split the map up. Paparazzi just does his own thing all game and doesn't really get touched.
It's crazy how much pressure they're putting on.
Yeah. He had a purge creep on that Tide Hunter before that fight as well, so just constant slows coming out onto the Nyx to stop him from running away. The thing is, like, if you look at the farm, the item difference between the two offlaners at the moment, like this Darkseer has Arcane Soaring, which is nice, but this Tide with the Helm of Dom's just doing so much more.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're on similar networks.
They are pressuring top. They should realize they're getting hit by Iron Shell. And Shadow Shaman swapped out, surviving. Spike Carapace was used, but they got the Sunder. Sleight of Fist. Another swap. September, one more shot. Fade gets the kill, so they do end up killing him off. But 897 gets the return kill onto the Shadow Shaman. The dual breath on a DY. The chase is on. The Ice Path is there. That's a second. And a double kill for 897. All the while, Yang's just pressuring the tier 2 bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's just chilling. He's having a great time. I feel like he couldn't really get into the fight anyway, because if you don't have a TP, a tier 1 tower to TP to, so he couldn't really have got there with the Ravage anyway. So he might as well just shove this bot lane in instead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Someone's got to come over and stop this. They'll send the Nyx in. They've got Ori with the Poison Touch away from the Nyx, and DDC. Yeah, you TP'd in, and now you're just in. Nice little shockwave in from Yang's dominated creep.
And this tower's gone. Oh, maybe not.
Ember comes in, 897, looks for the Impale, misses again. They got the break, the Ravage through, and now the Poison does the shockwave, destroying this Lashrak and Ember.
How would you do like the wave of fire came through with the gush, and then all of a sudden this physical damage shadow wave just one-shots your Lesh? Like, he had about 700 HP or something, was that? And that's how much damage he took.
755 from the shadow wave alone. Oh my. They thought they were going to defend successfully. They just got blown up.
But like, how do they fight into this Ravage though? Like, if the Tide's there by himself, yeah, then yeah, maybe they kill him. But I think that Venge took them by surprise a little bit. I mean, they knew the Dazzle was there, but with the extra minus armor from the Venge, like you say, that Shadow Wave really punch. Top lane.
They have a shallow grave on Dazzle, and Ori survives. And he just kills little Shrek.
He's just playing with them.
He's 6-0-2.
Again, in the meantime, like, Paparazzi's still just free farming the jungle without any contest at all. Like, he's gone for this Drums Yasha build, so he attacks and farms so fast.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're gonna go for the tier 1, tied in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. September is here, but what do? You don't really find anything. They think about going in on the Yang, but that might be the wrong decision. He doesn't have Ravage for another 50 seconds, but still. The team's here for Vici, and you do not want to touch that again. BKB for Paparazzi early on. Yasha into the BKB.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when he gets this... Normally I would say, oh, maybe he goes for the Manta first and is a little bit greedy. But if he gets this BKB, it feels very much like Game 2 of last series, where they're going to hit this timing at like 20-25 bits with the BKB on the TV, and they can just group up as 5 and go. We talked about they have really good Roche taking potential, you know, good tower taking potential with the Shaman as well. And they've got to find the Lesh.
Well, Shrek is dead again. For the fifth time.
Do they even need the beacon on the TV? Can they just go?
Do they even in this game?
They dust the
another 10 minutes. They dust the Nyx. They get
It's a
done
backfire.
magic missile, and he's dead.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, they had a
He's gonna fall too.
They didn't even have a sentry down. They just knew. I don't know. I'm surprised they play so well. Like they just won a major. Why are we like? Why are we shocked? They have serpent wards still. They're just gonna do it. Like, how do you prevent this?
15 minutes, and its tier 3 is gone. And they still have meta for a couple more seconds, but they'll probably just, wall drop down.
Oh, serpent wards! You
Help
gotta
the
hit the range.
serpent ward.
You gotta hit the range racks there with the serpent wards. What's that about? That unhealable damage on the racks. Come on.
We're trying to deny your own serpent words.
Yeah, that as well.
7,000 net worth lead 15 minutes in. This is so good for Vici. And
It's the same as last time. Like, it's still so methodical. Like, they're going through this checklist of what they need, and they're just finding these pickoffs and just turning them into objectives straight away. Like, if they take a fight around the Roche bit now, all it takes is a single pick to someone, and they'll take that Roche within, like, 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds, just because all their minus armor. This Tide's not even going for blink or anything. He just builds these aura items to help them, allow them to group up and push. He's going to go for that pipe up against the Lesh and the Darks here, which just negates so much of their damage.
See if he finishes the pipe, or because he's got blink queued at the moment.
I would prefer to see him get the pipe first, I think, but maybe he feels like it's not like they're lacking on initiation though, because this Shaman's going to pick up a blink soon. Yeah, he finishes the pipe. I like that. Good choice.
Where do you put the pressure on now from Vici? Because they're not going for Roche just yet. Are they just going to push up bottom all the way?
I think they're probably just waiting for Meta to come back off cooldown again, which is just about to hit. So, yeah, and like you say, you really want to shove this bot lane in all the way before you go for the Roche, because it forces someone on Royal's side to come and deal with it. So, which takes them away from the Roche.
You just lose towers.
Yeah, exactly. You can either lose the Roche or lose your, tier 3 tower. Which one's it going to be? And the BKB is also about to come off the courier for Paparazzi. Oh, so he's about to get it on the courier. So they probably want to group up around that. He's going to start to run to the top side of the map now to play around the Roche pit while his illusion shoves in bot or something. This is really strong. Tide takes over an Alpha Wolf and just follows Paparazzi around with it. It's so like they know everything they want to do before it even happens.
They smoke into Roche, or smoke into a fight, then Roche. So, to be quite honest, if Royal lose another fight and they get devastated 5-0 or something like that, do you just call GG? Like, are you that far out of the game? It feels like you're that far out of the game. September's under the nose of Paparazzi. The dust comes out. Spike Carapace impaled. That hits onto Ori. Now they've got the vacuum wall on a 3, but the BKB's been popped by Paparazzi. And now the Ravage follows it up, but it's only on a 1. Or actually, it's on a 2. It also hit the Nyx Assassin. September, Spike Carapace, not gonna matter. Fly by Sep, both dead. DDC, he goes down to the Shadow Wave. Triple kill for Paparazzi. Yeah, GG.
Jeez. Like, the thing is, they didn't even use Serpent Wards for that fight either, so they would have had them available for a push. Like, I can't comprehend in my head how quickly they make these decisions and shot calls to be able to move so quickly around the map. Because we've both seen this happen in games before, right? And I'm sure you have, where it looks like a team wants to do something, and it takes them like 20, 30 seconds to kind of get everybody together to then rotate around. Like, sometimes it feels like there's just dead heroes on the map waiting for somebody else. The way we've watched Vici play today, it feels like everybody knows exactly what's supposed to be happening. Like, they're all on the same page. Like, they go for these smokes, they're instantly going as 4 heroes, and like everybody's just got there all together. Like, there's no hero just waiting around for anybody else. Like, it's so immaculately planned out.